need to pull back. ToeJam maybe going to think about getting teching up here a little bit, or just stick with his straight mass bio strategy this game. We'll see. Getting that expansion though down now, so looks like after that fairly even exchange, though I would say that ToeJam and Clcsed had the better of that exchange, and they probably are thinking the same thing, and that is why they are going to push up, maybe sort of waiting to make sure that they're grouped up. And this we're gonna have a big engagement here. Some Hydralisks now are in the back, and the sentries are out, so could there be some force field play right now? No stim going off, and here and some nice force fields keeping those Marines in the back and firing away with those Hydralisks, but the Marines running around the force fields and more force fields pushing them back. It looks like this army is going to retreat, though his partner not on the same page, still sending in these roaches, so these roaches are going to go down while ToeJam salvages his army down here. And interesting, Nervix is going to be taking the high yield expansion first, so I don't see that too often, opting to build down out here. And why not? Because they do have map control right now, and they are going to push forward, testing this front door. Maybe no, just going to sort of come around the side here and harass the mining drones. If he had some kind of vision, an observer or an overlord, he could do that. But actually going to take out this rubble and force ToeJam into the defensive position. He's got to run his units back over to defend this base. He is morphing in an orbital command, so not a planetary fortress. This will need some help to defend this. And here comes the Marines, going to probably stim up here and take out some of these Hydras. Yeah, here we go. Doing quite a bit of damage, though. These Marines and Marauders so low on life, but the reinforcements coming in just in time to clean up those Hydralisks. And probably, if they had grouped up on that attack, if those Hydralisks had joined forces with AFKgamer in the center, this could have been a very different game right now. But instead, those Hydras go in pretty much an even exchange with the bio ball, and now ToeJam can get this expansion up and running. Gonna leave his Marines and Marauders out here, and finally now getting that starport. So he will most likely be getting some medevacs for that mass of bio that he has out on the field. And is Nervix really going to send out a small group of 6 Hydras again, or is he going to just group up here with AFKgamer? We'll see. These Hydralisks so slow off of creep. The problem is, if you tried to take these Hydras up to just test this area, you would not be able to get away, not even back to here, because they are so slow, and with stim these Marines and Marauders would just own them. There's almost no point in trying to retreat them. So they need to stay grouped up with other units when in these kind of low numbers here. And there are no there's no siege tanks out, so Hydras are still a pretty good play right now. Siege tanks do fry up those Hydras pretty well. And are we gonna see the top team, are they going to test this front door right here? Here we go. Hydra's leading the way. Maybe not the best idea. Zealots need to get in front right now, and Hydras are going to get eaten up quickly. And a much better positioning here by ToeJam. He saw this attack coming and was in a good position to deal with it. Now I'm going to pick off a couple of Hydras trying to run away. And a pretty well defended right there. He had good timing on that stim. We see the units lost tab right now. The top team definitely has more resources lost, so the majority of the battles have been going to the bottom team, ToeJam and his friend Clcsed, who now has a third base coming on the way. And let's see if we can get the income tab up here so you guys can see. Yeah, right now the bottom team, especially Clcsed, with a much higher income, even though AFKgamer with the most harvesters, but the least amount of minerals. I guess he has mined out his main and is just now sending these probes over to here, and he does have this base on the way. So he will be up and running shortly. And now getting some immortals out. Looks like 3 immortals there to deal with some of these marauders in the front and this mass roach that we have coming from Clcsed. So the medevacs, now 1 medevac out, 3 medevacs out. Been healing up that army, and here comes the banelings. That's what I've been waiting for. The banelings. And these are so awesome. They're such a key unit to have for Zerg, because you can just own these Marines inside this ball, and you can just get inside your opponent's head. They get scared, they have to micro extra hard in their battles, and here we go, gonna send them in probably a little prematurely, gonna get some of these banelings shot down, and is ToeJam gonna realize this coming in? He's killing, though, not enough banelings to get through that ball. Poor attack right here from Nervix, getting completely blown away by ToeJam. So I think his unit composition was actually pretty good. He just had it was just a terrible timing on the attack, and those banelings all went down before they could get to the bio ball, and a ball that's mostly marauders right here anyway. So are we going to see a counterattack now from the bottom team? And actually a drop going on here from ToeJam, taking out some probes, or some probes at this new expansion. Stalker's able to defend that, but here comes Clcsed with all of his roaches. No upgrades on those units, no upgrades on almost anything. The Hydras do have 1 attack, and here comes ToeJam in the back with 1 siege tank. Is going to be so important. Just that 1 siege tank is going to force them to pull back, and these roaches, so many roaches up here, are pushing forward. No, they're going to turn back, and we have a little lag spike there, I'm sorry, but here comes ToeJam realizing they have the advantage, kind of waiting, what are these guys doing here? Both need to press their advantage right now, and here we go, realizing that only these 5 stalkers are not going to be able to defend against this attack. And it looks like this could be game here, because, well, Nervix is going to be sending out some Zerglings to kill all the reinforcements, and AFKgamer, meanwhile, he's got his 3 immortals, but they are just sitting over here. Perhaps if he had them in conjunction with that group of stalkers over there on the at the main ramp, this would be pretty different right now. But no, it looks like ToeJam gonna be pressing in, and this should be game here. So pretty well played, definitely well played by ToeJam and his partner, as this game was uploaded by ToeJam, and I decided to cast it because the last game with him was so good, and you know, I've been having trouble with finding some good team games, but this one, as well as ToeJam's last game, were both very good. So thanks everybody for watching. This is Irie Starcraft, and send me your team game replays that are good at iriestarcraft@gmail.com, and post comments on my channel, because nobody has posted a single comment yet, and that would be awesome if you would be the first person to post on my channel. So that is it for me, and peace out.